Welcome to the Sonara kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple tempura with Sonara artichoke hearts. We're going to begin by making two sauces, a spicy aioli and a sweet and sour sauce. So before we start with the tempura, I'm going to just show you these simple sauces. It's some mayonnaise in a bowl, melted butter, water, tomato paste, sugar, paprika, garlic, sriracha. I know, lots of ingredients, but it's super simple. A pinch of cayenne, spicy as you like it, black pepper, and salt. We're gonna just mix it together. Actually, I'm gonna switch to a whisk to make it even. And this is our spicy aioli. That's gonna be our first dip for the tempura. Now we're gonna make the sweet and sour sauce. We're gonna make a slurry of cornstarch and water. This is gonna be our thickener. A slurry is basically a thickener made with cold water that it's added to a hot liquid. And usually you want to add cornstarch to water before you add it to anything else. So this is going to be what's going to thicken the sweet and sour sauce. For the sauce itself, we have 3/4 cups of pineapple juice, brown sugar, ketchup, rice vinegar, and a little bit of soy sauce. And we're going to bring this to a boil. So I'm going to add it in a thin stream while whisking. And when we see those bubbles, then our sauce is done. We're gonna pour it into our container. See how it's thick and beautiful color. We're gonna let it cool completely and we're gonna move on to our tempura. We're gonna finish our tempura recipe with actually making and frying the artichokes in the tempura batter. We have Sonara petite artichoke hearts, which are super tender, drained and dried, patted dry. And I'm gonna make the batter, which is a cup and a half of white rice flour. This is gonna make the tempura very, very crispy. I wouldn't use all-purpose flour because it's not gonna get the same texture. We're gonna add a little bit of salt, and then we have the same amount, a cup and a half of club soda. And this is gonna make it very, very light. You whisk it. It's gonna be the consistency of thick pancake batter. We're done whisking it. And now we have a pot filled with vegetable oil that is heated to 375 degrees. I'm using a candy thermometer to measure the oil. We don't want it too hot or the tempura will burn, or too cold and it won't not crisp up. So this is perfect. Once we add the batter in here, it's gonna drop temperature. So this is perfect right now. We're gonna drop our artichoke hearts into the batter. You have to work quickly so the oil doesn't get too hot. Coat them really well. I would say for that size of pot, working with about 8 artichokes at a time is right. I don't know how many I have here. Yes, 8. I'm gonna drop them in the oil. They're gonna float to the surface once they're done. They're gonna be golden, crispy, and super tender inside. smells amazing already. The last of our artichokes are done. We're gonna drain them on the paper towel, and we're ready to plate. So crispy. I'm actually gonna add a little paprika for color. And then we have our two sauces, the spicy aioli and the sweet and sour sauce. And these are still hot. And we are ready to serve. This is our Sonara artichoke hearts in tempura with spicy aioli and sweet and sour sauce.